Have you ever had a moment when the world around you suddenly felt different, as if you were not just living inside it, but also watching it from the outside? Maybe you were looking at the sky, and for a brief second it felt alive, almost as if it was breathing with you, whispering secrets you could not put into words. Or maybe you felt a sudden connection with a stranger, an animal, or even the wind moving through the trees, and you knew deep inside that something greater was happening. Most people ignore these feelings. They call them imagination or coincidence. But the truth is these are signs of something deeper. These are the moments when your soul is trying to show you a hidden reality, a deeper truth that only awakened souls ever fully understand. Imagine being able to see the world not only as it looks on the surface, but as it truly is, a place full of invisible energy, timeless truths, and mysteries that connect every one of us. The first thing awakened souls understand is that nothing in this universe stands alone. Everything is connected, every action, every word, every choice, every thought. Imagine a spider's web where every thread is tied to the next, and the smallest vibration shakes the whole web. This is how life works. When you speak to someone, when you help a stranger, when you hurt or heal, those choices travel further than you can ever see. An awakened soul feels this connection in their heart. They look at a tree and see a reflection of their own breath. They meet a stranger and feel as if they have known them forever. They understand that to harm another person, an animal, or even the earth is to harm themselves. This is why awakened people often feel such deep compassion, why they want to protect nature, why they cannot ignore suffering even if it is far away. They know that life is not a race where we fight to win against each other. It is a shared journey where our growth is tied together. The second thing awakened souls realize is that time is not as simple as most people believe. We are taught to think of time like a line, moving from past to present to future. But if you think deeply, you have already experienced moments that break this rule. Think about a memory so strong it feels like you're living it again right now. Or think of déjà vu when you feel you have already lived a moment before. These experiences are not random. They are glimpses into the truth that time is not a straight line, but something much larger, more like an ocean where every moment exists at once. This is why some awakened people dream about events before they happen, or why they have sudden feelings of knowing something without explanation. For them, time is not a prison to measure life. It is a doorway to eternity. They understand that the present moment is the only true moment, and when you live fully in the now, you touch eternity. The third secret that awakened souls know is the power of silence. In today's world, silence feels uncomfortable to many people. They fill it with noise, with endless scrolling, with television, with chatter, because silence feels too empty. But awakened souls know silence is not empty at all. Silence is alive. Imagine sitting by a lake at sunrise with no sound around you but your own breath. At first it feels strange, but slowly you start to hear something deeper, a quiet voice inside, a whisper from the universe. This is why awakened souls seek silence, not to escape life, but to connect with its deepest truths. In silence, they find answers to their hardest questions, clarity in times of confusion, peace when life feels heavy. Silence is not just about sitting in a quiet place. It is about quieting the endless noise inside your mind. When the mind becomes still, when thoughts and fears no longer control you, you begin to hear the true voice of your soul. The fourth truth they live by is that everything is energy and everything vibrates. You have felt this before without even realizing it. You walk into a room and immediately sense something feels wrong. Or you meet someone and their presence fills you with calm before they even speak. These are vibrations. Science is only now beginning to prove what awakened people have always known, that every thought, every emotion, every action sends out energy that shapes the world around us. Awakened souls feel these vibrations clearly. They can sense when something is off, when energy is heavy, when a person carries pain even behind a smile. They also know how to protect their energy because they understand that negative emotions and toxic environments lower their vibration while love, gratitude, and kindness raise it. They practice meditation, prayer, breath work, and rituals not as strange habits, but as ways of aligning themselves with higher vibrations. When their energy is high, life flows more smoothly, opportunities come naturally, and love surrounds them. They know that life responds not to what you say you want, but to the vibration you live in. The fifth truth is authenticity. Most people wear masks. They act how society expects, how their family wants, how their friends accept. They hide their pain, their uniqueness, their truth. But awakened souls cannot live this way. They feel empty if they pretend. For them, authenticity means living in full honesty, showing the world who they truly are even when it feels risky. It means speaking their truth even when their voice shakes. It means walking their own path even if it is lonely. This courage comes from knowing that their soul came into this life with a purpose, a song that only they can sing. If they hide that song, they betray not only themselves, but the divine that created them. This is why awakened people often seem different or rebellious. They do not fit into society's boxes, and they do not try to. They live in alignment with their soul, and this is why their lives are filled with deeper meaning, even if they look unusual from the outside. When you live authentically, you attract people and opportunities that match who you truly are, not who you pretend to be. The sixth truth is the healing power of nature. Have you ever stood by the ocean and felt your worries wash away, or sat under a tree and suddenly felt calm and safe? That is not just your imagination. Nature is alive. It carries energy, wisdom, and healing. Awakened souls know that the earth is not just a place to live, but a sacred teacher. Rivers remind us to keep flowing even when obstacles block our path. Mountains teach us strength and patience. Seasons remind us of life cycles, that there is a time for growth, a time for letting go, a time for rest, and a time for joy. Awakened souls return to nature when life feels heavy. They walk barefoot on the earth to release negativity. They sit under trees to feel grounded. They listen to birdsong as if it were prayer. They know that when we care for the earth cares for us. Nature heals us because it mirrors our own soul. And the final truth, the deepest one, is that the real journey is inward. Most people spend their lives chasing something outside: success, wealth, approval, love, but they end up feeling empty. Awakened souls know the answers are not outside, but within. The journey inward is not easy. It means facing your fears, your shadows, your wounds. It means removing the masks and seeing yourself as you truly are. But this journey inward is where you discover your true self, your soul, and the divine presence that has always been within you. You realize that God is not far away, not something to worship only in temples or churches, but something that lives in your breath, in your heartbeat, in every thought you have. And this journey never ends. The more you look within, the more you discover. The deeper you go inside, the more you realize that the universe itself lives in you. These truths are not just ideas. They are experiences that change how you live forever. If these words touched you, it is not by accident. It is a sign that your soul is awakening, that you are beginning to see beyond the surface of life. This journey is not easy, but it is the most beautiful path you will ever walk. Remember, you are not alone. Many others are awakening too, and together we are part of the same infinite truth. Keep seeking, keep listening, keep opening your heart, because once you awaken, the world will never look the same again. If you felt a connection with this message, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because together we will continue to explore the deepest mysteries of life and the endless beauty of the soul.